There we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. Swipe in. There's probably going to be no one there watching right now in the live space. They're still joining us. But when they're watching this on replay, it's that awkward moment where you're like waiting for people to come on. So hello to everybody watching this on the replay. And hi, everyone. We're excited about our topic for today. So swipe in, come and say hi, and come and say hi to Yolisa as well, because Yolisa is joining me today from Goodleaf, and we're talking about the health benefits of CBD specifically today. So come on in and say hi. Let me find us as well quickly and see if I can see us over on the platforms and make sure that we can see people's comments. So come on in and say hi and let us know you're here. And guys, we are going to be taking questions as well. And if we don't get to all of your questions, you can still pop them in the comments and we'll take a look at them afterwards. So please come in, say hi, pop your questions, pop your requests, and we can go from there. Sound like a radio DJ. Yulisa, how are you today?
I am well. I'm actually super excited.
Oh, awesome! I love that.
That's really cool. All morning.
I know we've had a busy day on our side, this side, with a big launch that we're doing over the next week. So I'm excited, and I took my drops to keep me calm and focused today. So let's go in and chat about that. Okay, cool. I'm just finding where we are quick sticks, and then we'll go from there. Haney, let me know if we are good to go. I think I'm trying to see. Okay, cool. Okay, so today specifically we're talking about the health benefits of CBD, and we have asked if we could speak with Goodleaf, and we can partner in this Jeff Ed specifically with them as one of the leaders in South Africa, one of the main leaders in this industry, and also experts. And we are so excited that we get to glean from your expertise in this area, and also just to dispel a lot of the negativity, the negative connotations around CBD as well. And I think I'm very, very much for helping enlighten people around conversations that they can have around the dinner tables on topics, especially health-related topics. So if we can help educate people today, help them to make informed decisions, that's what we're here to do. Hey, Yolisa.
Yes, definitely. And that's basically what we do at the store. Like, the stores aren't just a point of sale. We actually welcome people to come in and ask all questions. We've had so many discussions. I've met the most insightful people, and people are so open with sharing whatever they're going through. And I mean, most of what I do there is just listen. It's so heartwarming, honestly. And people always come in and share how they're doing with their experience of all the products that they're trying. And it's just awesome, man.
That's amazing. I love that. I'm quite excited because a couple of years ago, I discovered that my son, and then I realized me and my daughter also have a lot of food intolerances and health gut issues health issues that were gut related. And we have found so many alternatives to mainstream medicine. And I think we want to give a disclaimer here today that we're not here to give medical advice. We're not here to tell you what you should be doing. We're here to inform, and we're here to give you alternatives and some natural alternatives that you can look at. And do your research, and you will absolutely find that this is one of nature's beautiful benefits, and we want to share this with you guys. So should we go right into it? Let me just quickly see if we have anyone who is coming. Oh, there's a few people there. Let me just turn down my volume. Awesome. Hi, Amy. Hi, Allison. Nice to see you guys. Hi, Margarita, actually. Nice to see you. And I'm just trying to find the rest of them. All right. Who are you? And why are we talking about CBD specifically today?
So I am Yolisa. I'm excited to be here today. Thank you so much for having us. It's actually such a great time to be talking about CBD. as we all have lived in this crazy, uncertain world that we've just like 2020, 21, everyone has anxiety of some sort, some kind, whether it's like the ache in the back of your neck or the back of your back, the end of your back. We all are suffering. So having a natural, holistic alternative to opioids is so beneficial going forward. And CBD particularly is awesome because it allows you to tune in. And what I love to encourage our customers is to listen to your body when it whispers so that it doesn't have to scream. And when it screams, that's the inflammation. That's like the point of it's like, I can't handle this anymore. I have to tell you I'm not okay. And we shouldn't have our bodies going all the way up there. We should be able to know how we actually are doing. So when you actually ask, how am I doing? It shouldn't just be oh, I'm well, okay, whatever, thank you. We should be more aware of ourselves and our bodies because it all links internally.
That's amazing. I love that. That's exactly right? And sure, this incredible underlying social anxiety that we're all experiencing. And I don't think we've realized all the health effects that that's going to have on us just yet. So if we can do things actually, a little bit thwart that off is amazing. And I'm all for that. And as you know, I've got my drops right here that we had a very busy day today here at the office already, and it's just a great way to stay calm, stay focused, and
Definitely.
make sure that we just stay on track, because our temptation is to want to reach for the coffee, and instead what that does is actually heightening up our caffeine levels, our anxiety levels with the caffeine. Okay,
Yeah.
so now already on your shirt we've got the little leaf right there, and we've got the 5-armed leaf over there that has so many negative connotations and has had a bad reputation for so long. So how is CBD different to marijuana?
That is even a loaded question in itself. And a lot of people come into the store with the same question. I think that's the most frequently asked question, and people don't understand that cannabis is one huge family, like many plants, like the protea, for instance. And in there are different branches. So CBD, I like to think of as the big sister to THC and all the other cannabinoids, because she's just concerned about your well-being. She's concerned about getting you back to yourself in balance. I don't know if everyone remembers homeostasis back in school. That is what
biology
CBD
days. Yeah.
that is CBD's like keyword, homeostasis, getting us into balance from the inside out. A lot of our problems are actually from the inside. Even though you might have this pain that is paining your knee, you might rub all of the creams in the world, but when you sort it out from the inside, that is how you can actually help aid yourself going forward and nourishing your mind and your body.
Sure. Okay. So homeostasis, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. Biology was a long time ago.
Let's try this. Go for it.
Back to the way things are supposed to be. Back to
Exactly
the way it was intended to be. Okay, to its natural state. Okay, well, no, that's absolutely amazing. Okay, so you mentioned THC and then CBD.
right.
So THC would be the element in the marijuana cannabis family that would actually give you the high, and what CBD does is actually calming you down. So it's another element. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool.
So with the THC, really, it's the more manipulative compound. That is the one that gives you the high and the euphoria, and it is intoxicating. CBD is totally perhaps the opposite, because you can actually be the designated driver. You can drive as usual, you can work as usual, you can go on about your day just aided by CBD. It's a compound that really is here to help your body help itself.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And I think in a world where, you mentioned opioids before already, in a world where a lot of drugs are being pushed to help us to deal with, and I'm not saying to not get medical advice, and I'm not saying, to stay away from that either. I'm saying do what's best for you. But in a world where there is a lot of money that's put behind, like a dependency on chemicals, I think it actually is quite amazing that there is this natural element that, I think I did a little bit of research myself and find out that biopharma is one of the biggest growing industries at the moment, because people are trying to move back to biological medicine and going to things that are not dependent or not creating a dependency. And so I'm sure, you guys, I've read as well that CBD is not addictive. So making sure that
actually, the World Health Organization confirmed this, and they said that CBD poses no risk to public health and has no potential for abuse. So I hope that can give everyone that kind of ease to know that you will not get high and you will not be dependent on this compound.
Awesome. So it's something that you can control as and when you need it. Okay, cool. Okay, so how does CBD specifically help to treat anxiety then? What is it that's doing it?
So when you intake CBD goes straight into your central nervous system. So that's your brain. Whatever is going on in your brain, and this is different from person to person, it informs just that. Your brain informs the CBD to go to those parts of your body that need help, that need nourishing. I mean, people come to us and using the products and say, oh, well, I fell into this really good sleep, but that's not what I was wanting. But I just remind them, hey, your body was asking for that rest. Wow. And that's exactly what we want to encourage people to be aware of, what your body needs. Because I mean, we're all driven by society, what we need to do. Like, I need to get to work, I need to get this done and that done. But we don't pay attention to what our body needs. And that is just rest. People don't understand that it's because we can't relax that we cannot sleep. And we can't relax that we cannot focus and get things done. So we really should be able to hold clarity, acknowledge that, hey, I'm overwhelmed right now. I need to take a break. I need to take a breath and breathe, find balance. And that's CBD. And we're helping you help to do that.
Awesome. And it's so cool because at Jeff, we have our pillars that we send, what our focus is to help people change their lives through fitness and wellness. And if we look at the different elements of what helps someone to get to that holistically, we have fitness, yes, we have nutrition, and we have a mindset, but we also have sleep. And sleep is so important because if you wake up tired, you don't feel like doing your workout, you're exhausted to get to that breakfast. So you already steamroll your day into sabotaging it and not getting the proper nutrition and fitness in. So,
and that makes you feel even worse about yourself, right?
Right. Exactly. Because it steamrolls every day. Then people just go into the next ones, go to bed later, sleep later. Okay, cool. So a natural way to help you to calm down, if that's what your body needs, it will help you to sleep better. Okay, great. Yeah. And then anxiety is also a reason for people to have sleep issues. So we talked about insomnia, sleep issues, and then anxiety. But then something that's really near and dear to our heart is exercise and sports recovery. So how does I actually did not know that CBD does this. I knew about the anxiety, I knew about the sleep, but how does it help with recovery? That's amazing.
I think a big part of recovery is the restoration, right? And when you go and you work out, obviously people love that burn, like, oh yeah, that was a really good workout. But
those are all of our clients.
So with those muscle like joint pain, the strain, we actually need to nourish those parts of ourselves so that we can actually get up in the morning. So
Okay.
CBD helps to reduce inflammation.
Okay.
That is
Right.
the big power of
Around the
it.
joints and the muscles. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, reducing inflammation, relaxing muscles, lowering your blood pressure, and in essence, just normalizing overstimulated nerves.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. I'm checking here to see if there's any comments. If we're having any issues with the stream, guys, I'm sure we're going to pop this on for you guys to watch it afterwards. So, yeah, please bear with us. Okay, so if you have any questions so far for you, Lisa, or for me, for any of us, just let us know. But yeah, okay, cool. So moving on, that is really incredible. Like it just shows all the health benefits that it can help us with, and especially on this platform. Okay, so now people want to know because I showed the drops already. So this one, I mean, it doesn't have the best taste, but it's not that bad. You pop it under your tongue, and then like this taste goes away quite quickly because it kind of just tastes like I took a wheatgrass shot, and then it's absorbed into your body. What are some other ways that people can include CBD into their diet? Because there are different
So,
forms of
yeah,
ingesting it.
they're different. There are a lot of different forms that are out there, but I think what's special about what we have going on with the oils, and we also have CBD water soluble sachets.
Okay.
These with the sachets, they're so easy to use. They're so convenient because you can carry them with you wherever you go. I carry at least 5 in my bag because you never know when you might just be triggered into some kind of anxiety or a panic, or you're stressed, or someone said something, and you can just pop it into your tea, pop it into your coffee, a smoothie, and you can control and literally tune in, find your own dosage, because we're all
Yeah.
different. We have different bodies, we have different ways of responding and receiving nutrients, right? So there is no one like prescription. There's none of that. Did I just blank out? No
That's
way.
okay. Is your CBD working so well? You're so calm.
But with the sachets, I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. When you on your day-to-day routine, there's nothing you have to really change. You
Yeah.
just have your CBD
Just add it
sachet
in.
with you,
Yeah.
add it in. The CBD drops are extraordinarily useful because they go right into your bloodstream. The absorption is faster under your tongue and also just in your mouth in general. But if you don't like the taste, and people have come and said that, and I mean, it's a
You get
natural, it's a
used to it.
plant.
Yeah, you get used to it. Yeah.
We have to get away from wanting taste out of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you can also drop the oil into any kind of fatty compound because that
Okay.
will also
Absorb it.
increase the absorption. Yes,
Okay.
and with the water soluble sachets, the absorption is also quite quick because it's water soluble, and those effects can be felt within an hour even. So the sachets are a more short-term solution, whereas the drops are a really good like investment into your well-being for the
Mm,
course of the month.
mm.
Also, that one you can use as you need it, when you need it, but we really encourage daily use because you will get better every day, as you would with the multivitamin.
Okay.
Just daily, you can take some sachets with your tea in the morning, and at night drops, and your
Okay.
sleep will just speak
Great.
for itself.
That's good to know. I didn't know that. I've been taking these in the daytime. It's been keeping me calm. So I have to tell you a funny story about the sachets because I forgot about your sachets, and they kind of look like a honey sachet, like those little honey sachets that you get. So I was driving one day, and all of a sudden I heard my daughter in the back seat, and she goes, "This is not honey." So she had to open one of the sachets and try to taste it, sneaky little one. And then you guys have the flavored water as well. That's actually
Yeah.
tasty, and people can see them all over now. Like they're in a variety of shops. So what is it? The drops that's in there, or the water soluble? that's in there actually?
It's the water soluble that's
Okay.
in there. So the waters have like 8 milligrams of CBD, whereas
Yep.
our sachets have 10 milligrams of CBD.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, no, they're very tasty. We actually had quite a few of cases that you guys gave us over at the office a while ago, and the coaches and instructors were liking those in between the workouts.
I mean, that's
Okay.
great because you can hydrate. I mean, like everything is, it links together. It's like you have a huge role in your own well-being.
Yeah.
So hydrating, the waters are perfect for that. Just relaxing. The act of sipping a tea in itself is so good for you. Self-care, relaxing, and just
Yeah.
you just being aware of yourself and your surroundings, taking care of
I
yourself.
love that. Mindfulness. Okay, so we've got a few questions that have popped in. So I just wanted to see if we can answer some of them. Okay, so Nishani said, how much do you need to take? I have tried the Goodleaf small sachets and it did nothing for me. Okay, so is there a different dosage for different people, or do you just say stay with the recommended and give it time?
So what you can do, that is that in the box we have 20 sachets and you have the freedom to find your own dose.
Okay.
And that's really what we encourage, because no person is the same. You have a different ailment than I do. I might need something else than you do. So whether you are using it one sachet, two sachets, three sachets, you can really, really find your own way through it. I know I take 3 sachets in my smoothie, but honestly, you can play with it, find out, listen to your body, tune in, and actually in that hour where the compound really settles on your body, just be like super aware of what's happening, what you're
Okay,
feeling,
that's a
and
good
how
tip.
you're
So
feeling.
to actually take the time to listen for the effects and to watch the effects, and not do it in our crazy busyness. It's probably best to do it on a rest day where you have time to see how it affects you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also that things do take time. So with regular use and daily use, I mean, there's no quick fix for anything. That's exactly why
We
holistic
did
health
not
is
pay her to say that, guys. That's
that
our
is why
motto. Like,
holistic
it
health
takes
is
time.
awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
So some people might see a difference in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Okay.
but you will feel it within yourself.
Okay.
But daily use is the key.
It's
Daily use.
recommended.
You
Okay,
get it
cool.
every day.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So a couple of people have said that they've tried it and it didn't help. So what you're saying is daily use is the key, is to actually build it into your daily routine. Uh, okay, cool. I have bladder pain syndrome, so a lot of pain and an overactive bladder. I use CBD at night to calm my bladder and sleep better. That's cool. That's a really nice one. I'm sure a lot of people would love to hear that. Okay, cool. There's a few people that are just saying hi. Hi, guys. Hi, hi, hi. And then Nishani said, I'm on antidepressants for anxiety, and I've had panic attacks before. I carry Urbanol, a tranquilizer, with me all the time, and Urbanol is addictive. Is it addictive? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not familiar. Okay, I will get back to you on that one, Nishani, to make sure. Okay, so this is a very good question. What about potential interactions with other scripted medications that we maybe need to consider? So, what do we do in that case? So, if someone is on prescriptive medication, what would you recommend is best for them to do?
Well, the first thing is to consult your doctor, because your doctor knows your prescription best, and he will know what is appropriate and what is not. I think that's really like the best thing for you to do.
Awesome. A really good
And also
question.
you can just
Oh, yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
and once you get started, you can just start small, like with anything. Start small and go up as you feel as you go. So
Yeah.
small dosage, work your way up, finding your own.
Okay. Awesome. And then a question that's come up, and I think we touched on it a little bit, but maybe we can just expand a little bit for them. Is CBD legal? Because
Oh
I think
yes. I can't believe you forgot that one. Yes, it's
I know,
definitely
right? We're
legal in
talking
our
about this
country.
product that people are is controversial, and then we need to make sure people know.
Yeah, it's CBD is legal in South Africa. It's been legal since 2019. And yeah, we jumped straight on that because we have to share that this plant is a healing plant, and the fact that it's been vilified, I mean, that's just one branch of
Mm,
what the whole family is about.
mm.
CBD really, I feel, you know, not enough research has even been done on this. And as you're learning right now, we are also learning every single day. And we love our customers and their feedback. We learn from them as well. We really listen, and we want to give out the best that we can to help people.
Awesome. That's amazing. Okay, so then the follow-up question on that is, someone is asking for athletes. Would they have any negative that comes their way when competing if they take CBD?
No. So there wouldn't be any kind of negative as the asking
For for drug testing, for example,
performance.
like if they're taking
Okay, okay.
CBD, yeah.
Right. So we have two oils that we have in our store. We have the broad spectrum and we have the isolate.
Okay,
Now, in the with athletes, we actually recommend they use the pure isolate because
okay,
that would not show up in the test. That would actually give you a failed drug test,
okay.
more than the broad spectrum, which has the entourage effect. I don't know if people they know
Yeah.
about that, which basically is like all of the cannabinoids are active, and when the whole family is together, it works way better than singularly.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, athletes can definitely take it. It's safe for athletes. It works
Yes.
really good. I've had plenty of people come and store just for that.
Yeah.
Cyclists, like it's like in general,
Yeah.
and it's approved by the World Health Organization as well.
Correct, exactly. And I think it's important for people to understand that there are some elements that show up in a drug test that actually is not specifically a drug. And that's why athletes need to be very careful when they take something to make sure that they wouldn't have a failed test because of the chemical compounds that are similar and that they would be confused as. So you have a product that actually is safe for athletes to use so that if they do have to go for a testing, that it doesn't get confused with some of the other family, which is
Exactly, and
cool.
that's why we are really firm on following the government legislation.
That's right.
Uh, our products have less than 0% THC, and that's what they want. And
Yes,
if you see our products, we have THC free because
that's
that
right.
is what would hold the blip on the drug test.
Exactly. So please make sure you watch the entire Jeff Ed if you're just tuning in so you can see all the details of what we're discussing here. Okay, cool. And then we've already addressed that question. Um, okay, this is a very good point. Maybe not all medical doctors are supportive of this as it's alternative
Yeah.
health. So that's important to note as well, is that if you are interested in finding out more, my recommendation, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical advisor, I am an individual who's purely speaking from my own personal journey, is go get a second opinion. Because in my personal story, I have had diagnoses that were given to us. And if we had not gotten a second opinion, we would have gone the surgery route, we would have gone the drug dependency route. And I am very grateful for the fact that I went for second opinions to get alternative options. And then you can decide what is best for you and your family. No judgment to anyone who has gone to either one of those routes. You need to decide what's best for you. And very often, I'm just going to say this, the natural route is a little bit cheaper as well. So just bear that in mind as well. Because, yeah, you sometimes like the drops, they have their a decent price, but at the same time, they last so long that it's actually an investment that you keep for a long time. So, and they stay fresh as well, which is nice.
And the
Okay,
effect on your body is also long term as well. So
that's
even
true.
if you were to stop using the drops for a period of time, it would still be nourishing you. The CBD would still be there. So you don't have to feel like, oh no, I've stopped taking the CBD. Oh, what's going to happen? It actually has a long, long time effect and will stay present until
Awesome.
you
Awesome.
reawaken again.
I love that. Okay, cool. Okay. Leading into my question, someone was asking, where can they purchase your products? But before we get there, I actually had a question about habit stacking and making sure that we explain what is habit stacking and any tips then that you would have for that.
I mean, when we speak of habit stacking, we have that's why we have our products that we can actually incorporate into your daily life anyway. So depending on what you do, you can throw it, more than likely you can throw it into that. Say you are meditating, right? The tea and the powder sachets would be perfect, as well as the drops. Also, please note that you can use these together. It is safe to
Okay,
use together.
good to know.
Yes. And what else can I cover? A cup of coffee in the morning as well within your protein smoothies. Chuck some sachets in there. It makes a difference in your breakfasts. Geez, people also come up with the most amazing dishes using CBD. I just encourage you to play around with it really, because you just don't know what you can
Awesome.
come up with.
Okay, cool. Awesome. That's great. Okay, great. So build it into your daily life, but little bits at a time so that you get used to it. Yeah, I think that's great. And also, for me, for example, I have this next to my desk. So I don't use it every day. I use it when I know that I'm going to have a very busy, very like crazy day where I actually need to focus. So yeah, so it's like an on-demand thing for me. But I think it's yeah, I think it's making sure that with any habit you build little routines for yourself that's easy to follow, and don't go too wide out of your scope so that you actually have an opportunity to build it into your leaf into your day.
It's a good news.
Okay. I've got the leaf on my mind. Okay, so if someone would like to order your products, where can they go and what else? Because we've talked about the drops, we've talked about the sachets, we talked about the water. What other products is available and where can they access them?
So our website is awesome. It's so beautiful and easy to just find whatever you might be looking for. You can even search by like what you're feeling, like how are you? You can choose there how you are doing, and then we'll recommend a bunch of products. So goodleaf.com, .co.za. Just had to check that one. And you can also find our stores. We have 4 stores in South Africa, one in Park Coast in Johannesburg, one right here in Cape Town in Batencamp Street. At the
Okay.
waterfront, we have a kiosk near entrance 2. And
Yes, it's
then
a
we
nice
also have
one
a
too.
store inside Wellness Warehouse on Kloof.
Okay, awesome. Nice. Lots of options. I'm giggling, sorry, because Nancy said we're going to have a lot of happy people walking around.
And that's what we
That's
need,
the
right? We
idea,
just need
guys.
a
It's
lot
not
of
a bad
kindness
thing.
and good vibes.
Okay, cool. We've chatted about where we can get your products. So, one more question that someone has asked. Yes, and we're wrapping up. Thanks, Janae, for joining us. One more question that someone is asking. Nancy asked, if they're traveling abroad and they have this on this, would this be illegal? So my answer to that would be is that wherever you go, you have to obviously make sure that anything that you take with you is legal in that country. I know that some countries are still going through the process of getting their legalization processes happening. So, for example, if you're transferring through the Middle East, it's probably not a good idea to have the products on you. So just mind that. But yeah, any tips from your side for people traveling abroad and making sure that they're safe?
Yeah, definitely to check with the laws of that particular country, because every single laws are different, and specifically with cannabis, um, it's an ever changing.
It's a newly approved product in most countries.
Newly approved. A lot of countries still don't even have CBD legalized, and a few of our customers are actually tourists, and we have a lot of these discussions, and they get so elated to see our store because they're like, OMG, we cannot find CBD at all in our country. And so they come along and they get some CBD goodness from us, but knowingly that they can't take it back home. And it's just one of the things that we have to deal with until the world actually listens and sees what this plant can do.
I'm with you 100%. And I think for anybody watching today, if you've had your preconceived notions or if you've had negative input around this topic, I hope that today that you've taken this and you are going to take this and do your own research, find your own information, because I went on this journey myself and I was very grateful that I discovered CBD, very grateful that I discovered the benefits of the products. And I think it's important for us to be informed and to also remember that a lot of what we are exposed to is marketing, and we have to pass through the marketing, whether it's pharma, whether it's any regulations as well. We have to make sure that we are informed and we're making the right decision for us and our families. So hope that charges you today, that you are going to take this and do what you can. Thank you to everybody who's joined us. And for those who are watching this on catch up, please feel free to pop your questions over in the comments as well. I'll go back and check that. Thank you, Lisa, for joining us today, and everyone at Goodleaf.
So
and your little assistant on the side there too, who was helping. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you so much for having
both
us.
of you guys. Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for what you guys do. We appreciate you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you next time for another amazing topic. So we'll see you then. All right. Bye.